Evidence. The journalist write and record in English the script question of an interview about the aspect that you would like to know about your classmate. Childhood. Who were your neighbors when you were growing up during your childhood? When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Did you ever play a prank on your family or neighbors? Did you raise any of your own food from a vegetables garden or fruit trees? When was the first time you were away from home? What did you get caught doing after you were told no to do it? What were some memorable moments with your parents? Primary studies. What was your favorite book in primary studies? Who was your best friend during primary studies? What summer camp did you go to as a child? Did you ever learn how to play a musical instrument? Did you ever participate in a play or the theater, and what was the place where they live or have lived? What was the city town you grew up? How many places have you moved or changed about place of residence? Did your family have to move houses? Why? If you could choose to live in the city or camp, which would you pick? Secondary studies. Did you have a friend that your parents disapproved of? What was the big social event in the high school? What radio shows did you like to listen to? What did you do during your secondary studies summers? When did you graduate from high school and how old are you? Institution and place. What was the first institution you remember going to study? How much was admission? Was there ever a scandal in the institute? What kind of chores did you have as a student? Did you help earn money to support your studies? What was a typical day like? What is your favorite holiday memory? Which their favorite subject were? What was your favorite subject? What was the worst subject you learned in computer science engineering? Which programming language should you learn for software development? Did you like math? When they finished their studies. When did you finish your studies? What was referred to as a satisfactory moment? When you and your classmates finished their studies, did you organize a school trip excursion? When did you finish high school? You had clear wishes to study? Who do you still keep in touch with? Future plans. What are your future plans? Do you ever thought about starting your own business? Have you thought about following your studies? What they have done until this moment of their lives? What has been your greatest achievement? How have you changed your life during the last years? Did you ever live with one of your relatives who were not your parents? What was the worst thing to happen to you? If you could go back and do one day over again, which would it be? Where they have traveled, etc. What has been your favorite place to travel? What is the best day you had on your trip? Have you traveled abroad? How much did ticket cost when you started to travel? Where did you buy tickets? What was the best food you ate? What advice would you give to other people who are traveling?